Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Call this Pulaski County Fiscal Court meeting to order. Certainly glad to see everyone here. We got some county business to take care of. As our normal routine, we'll have a moment of silence. I've asked Mr. Jimmy Wielden to lead us in the pledge after a moment of silence, but if we have any prior concerns or anything you want to bring up before the court as a concern before we do our moment of silence, please do so at this time.
Our military.
Military, remember the Middle East for sure, the turmoil going on there. Anything else?
Remember Larry Todd, most of y'all know him, plumber, he's been going through treatments, dialysis and stuff like that. It's really taking a toll on him. I told him that.
Larry Todd, yes. Anything else?
I've got a neighbor having a very serious surgery.
Neighbors? Anything else?
Pick up on Master Ranch, so I've got several folks that I actually serve with, are actually in round two or already in country right now. So like first and second.
Everyone bow your head and have a moment of silence, and Mr. Wielden will lead us in the pledge. Thank you. Everyone, please stand, face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item would be if we have any citizens here for comments that would like to be brought before the court. If we have any, please approach the podium and state your name. Seeing none, we will continue with our meeting. First item would be to approve the minutes from the February 24th fiscal court meeting. I have a copy in front of each one. If there's any changes or additions to that.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wielden to accept.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilson. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to new business. First up will be the Pulaski County Conservation District, their annual report. Do we have a?
Good morning,
We
everyone.
have something in front of us?
Morning, Tim.
Very good. Go ahead, Tim.
My name is Tim Tarter. I'm supervisor for the Pulaski County Soil Conservation District. We've got some of our board members with us this morning. Will Bingham, Lyndon Wood is with us, and then our technician and Buck Creek watershed coordinator, John Burnett, who kind of runs the office for us. I'll make this quick. Judge told me this morning I just had about an hour to present this, so I'll get through this pretty
No
quick.
more than that.
Okay. We've been very fortunate over the years to have a great relationship with Fiscal Court. You guys have done, and ladies have done a wonderful job of working with us to allow us to do our job to keep this county, the greatest county in the state, going on the agriculture side and to assist our farmers and our people that's involved in agriculture. I've been on this board for 18 years, and I'm really proud of the work that we've done and how far we've come. One thing that we have been really successful, and it's been a great benefit to our farmers, is our equipment rental program. When I come on this board 18 years ago, we had basically no rental equipment. And now we've got 14 different pieces that benefit our farmers, and that's part of what we do. You know, Pulaski County is a large agriculture area, but a lot of our farmers are still small or medium farmers. They're not the mega farmers. And the cost of equipment to keep their operations efficient, to make a profit, and to keep the farms beautiful and preserve the land we've got in Pulaski County, this has been a vital program for our farmers. And part of that has come from the work we've done and the assistance that you all done in help funding us throughout the years. This year, as you see on our budget request to balance our budget, we have asked for an increase. I want to point out that, and I know everybody's asking for money. I know money's tight. That's nothing new, is it, Jimmy? But we've been basically at the same funding since about COVID without any significant increase. And of course, the cost of business is going up. Our programs are expanding. Our workload, you know, we're not what you consider one of the larger grain areas in the state. But with that being said, Pulaski County, the work we do carries one of the third highest workloads in the state. So we do a lot of conservation work. Another thing, and I want just for the magistrates in the fiscal court to bring to your attention, another thing that we're very proud of and that we think has been a great benefit, and I just telling you all this because I want you all to have a better understanding of what we do, is when the master tobacco settlement come out in 2000, we started administering those funds. It runs between $250,000 and $400,000 a year that we administer it to the farmers on different cost share programs. And that has been a great impact. Over the years, that comes up to about $6 million that's been distributed out through this county for cost share programs for our farmers to improve, diversify away from tobacco crops, and to go into other different segments of agriculture. And that's just not big farmers. We cost share with farmers from beekeepers, farmers market, all the way up to the big grain farmers and the larger cattle farmers. So it's a program that we've worked very hard to distribute out fairly throughout the years to our farmers, and it's been a great benefit to help them improve what they do in the agriculture segment. But to balance our budget, we've asked for a $15,000 increase over what we've done, and you know I appeal to you all to help us fund that so that we continue the goals that we have and to do our part in helping you all keep this county where it is today. John, you want to add something to this? John's going to give you a few of the technical points, and you don't talk about that darter. I want to mention to you all, this was interesting. Pulaski County is unique to this. John and what he does with this Buckshed Water District, of course, we're protecting all those river banks and those stream banks up through there. And I'll let John tell you about it. But a couple of years ago, they discovered a fish, a darter, in the Buck Creek watershed that the world thought was extinct. So now they're working to bring that back. And I thought that was pretty cool that we found a fish here in Pulaski County that the world thought was extinct, and now we're doing some work to help restore that. But I'll turn it over to John, our supervisors, and I appreciate and look forward to continue working with you guys. You've been great, and I know you understand our needs, and I know you all have a job to do, but we hope that you'll be able to work with us on this. John.
Thank you, Tim. As Tim said, I'm John Burnett. And we have passed around some literature, and to echo what Tim said about our normal programs, the blue background is kind of the summary sheet of the federal, state, and local programs that we administer in the county. But last year, on May 16th, 2025, we were dealt a different set of cards, as we all know, from the tornado. And we're still dealing with it at the office through the emergency programs. But there's also a sheet that we passed around to kind of summarize a lot of the efforts that we put together, cooperating with Farm Service Agency and Natural Resource Conservation Service to offer the Emergency Conservation Program and the Emergency Forest Restoration Program. We did several outreach efforts in combination with those agencies, and of course participated and worked with the PVA office on those forest boundaries. And there's a little chart to summarize. On that forest program, we had 47 applicants involving a little over 2,100 acres, which is estimated to pay out over $3.5 million. Now, some of those were received just recently as late files, so there's some of those still pending, but already approved to go out is $1.9 million on that program. And then looking at the emergency conservation program for debris cleanup, structure cleanup on those ag lands, and replacing fence and livestock water tanks, we dealt with 60 applicants on that program for an estimated payout of $1.9 million. And those two programs were above our normal year-to-year type programs that were on the blue paper that we mentioned there earlier. In addition to those, we work with conservation compliance. Any landowner or operator that is receiving USDA benefits has to stay conservation compliant. And in 2025, the Farm Services Agency distributed just over $4.6 million through 14 programs, and all those funds were contingent upon those people being conservation compliant, which we are a part of making sure those folks are compliant. In addition, 72 operations in the county are crop insurance covering 29,600 some odd acres of crops, which to receive the subsidy for those premiums, they have to be conservation compliant. And the liability on that coverage for those 30,000 acres is $15 million of coverage. In addition, the loan department at USDA has a little over $4 million on the books for Pulaski County, and those loan participants have to stay conservation compliant as well. And then, as Tim said, on the Buck Creek watershed, what we do a lot of work in that area. We've got a 319 grant going on now to develop the Upper Buck watershed base plan, which will guide future work. We hope to complete that plan later this year. And then the Buck Darter was rediscovered in the watershed a few years back in the Shopville area, flat leak drainage near some springs where the cold water was coming out of those springs, and it was found there at 2 different locations. And in cooperation with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, they were able to capture a few of those and have been successfully now releasing new offspring back into the watershed. The county participated in a stream restoration project with the Nature Conservancy. They were a partner on that several years back. So that site is one of the sites that those fish are being released back to, and a few others in the area. So we're happy about that. And at this time, I'll take any questions from the literature we passed around or what we talked about.
I just want to say I appreciate what you've done and what the extension's done to help these farmers that were involved in tornadoes. I know when I was out there, you guys were all hands-on. And still today, I get compliments from you guys on what you guys are doing. So thank you very much for what you do.
Yeah,
and the extension office. I don't know if anybody's here from them.
Glad to do it, and thank you to Fiscal Court for all your all's efforts on that storm also.
As a former agriculture teacher, I know how important what you do is. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thanks, John. We will take this in consideration for your budget request. We'll be working on our budget the next month or so, and we'll see what we can do to find your funds.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll make a note with Heather to make sure we get that put in the minutes that they appeared here. Next item of business, we have road addition removal. I think it's all been removed. Is that correct, Jim? We don't have anything on the road addition or removal right now at this time. I want to bring up a new hire for 4th District equipment guy. It's not on the agenda. I would recommend to the court that we hire Rodney Stevens as a equipment operator in the 4th. He lives in the 4th, and I've interviewed him, and I'd like to have a motion to hire him at this time. We're one guy short in that district as a mow man. He's been moved to another area.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson.
Second.
Second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I want to back up just a minute and recognize a special guest that walked in. Dr. Castle from the college, certainly glad to have you here today. If you want to say any words, just glad to have you here.
Watching what's going on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll move to the department reports. First up would be our sheriff, Bobby Jones.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bobby.
So, everyone should have a copy of the 2025 year-end budget report. The Sheriff's Office annual revenue totaled $4,703,648.53. The annual expense totaled $4,481,271.70. I just need a motion that you all have received this report.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw that we've received the report.
Second.
Second by Mr. Strunk. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You opposed? Motion passes.
And secondly, I also need a motion from Fiscal Court to accept our excess fees from 2025 in the amount of $222,376.83.
Motion to receive excess fees.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw,
Second.
second by Mr. Turpin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You opposed? I probably should ask for any discussion on that after the fact. Any discussion? Motion passes.
That's all I got. Thank you all.
Thanks, Sheriff. Next up would be our county clerk, Mr. Tim Price.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
You all should have a copy of the report. Before I get into that, I would like to, first of all, I'd like to thank God that I live in the greatest county in the state, in Pulaski County, and the freedoms that we have here in Pulaski County and this state, this nation, to be able to do business as we do. And the people of Pulaski County are so good to deal with. But I want to, first of all, thank my employees. They worked diligently, they worked hard to get us to where we are, and I want to recognize them at this time. Then I want to recognize this court. I want to thank you all for working with me throughout the last couple of years. This is my first term, but you all have really helped me and worked with me in whatever the situation might be. I've learned a lot. I have a lot yet to learn. I think life is constantly a learning process. But I want to thank you guys for listening and working with me. And then I'd like to thank the citizens of Pulaski County for understanding. For so many times we've had some glitches along the way. We switched computer systems. We've had one thing after another. But you all have been great, the citizens of Pulaski County, to fall in line to help us to get through some tough times. So now on to our business at hand. I do have a copy of the report, and I'll give some totals here, and then I guess you all need to vote on. It looks like our actual budget or money was $33,111,610.90 is what we budgeted, and our disbursements was $32,000,000 and $602,235.46, and that left a balance of excess fees of $522,270.44.
Awesome. Good job.
Y'all need to vote on that, or?
Make a motion that we first accept the report from the clerk's office.
Have a motion from Mr. Renshaw and a second by Mr. Turpin to accept the report. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
And then make a motion to accept the excess fees of $522,270.34.
Have a motion from Mr. Renshaw to accept the excess fees. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilden. Any discussion on that? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? I didn't think there would be. Motion passes.
I can't believe Mark didn't have a question, but anyway. Could you say, why couldn't it have been more?
I got a question.
Okay.
Where's the check?
Well. All right, thanks again, y'all, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Next up will be solid waste. Maston.
Just need to ask for permission to clean up a property at 200 Rolling Green Acres. Has some outbuildings and some junk vehicles we need to remove and clean up.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Whelan to clean up the property at 200 Rolling Green Acres, and a second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on this? I have been over and looked at it a couple of times. I appreciate Danny taking charge of that. We are getting several complaints in the county on places that do not look too tidy, and Danny's doing a great job in following through and getting some of it cleaned up. So, any more discussion?
Yeah, in the same sense of that, I appreciate you getting the state involved on some of these properties. So that's been a big plus, I think.
Yeah, it has been. We've had a good cooperation with them.
Awesome job. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danny. Next up will be emergency management, Mr. Chris Mason.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so, real quick, just to give, since everybody's listening, Somerset right now is on a slight risk, level 2 for tomorrow. Wednesday afternoon and evening, strong to severe storms are possible. Primarily probably going to be Wednesday evening going into the overnight. I'm looking right now, it's somewhere between 7 p and 10 p. We're probably going to get the worst storms if we get them. Large hail and wind being the biggest factors that we're going to probably have to deal with. So we've, and I bring that up because it brings us to mind that we have really been doing a lot of preparation work prior to storm season. Myself, Mr. Alexander, and several other people have been working really, really hard to make sure that we are ready for what's coming for our spring storms. So a couple of things that I want to highlight. We have definitely done a much better job on our potential tornado shelter improvement plans. We now have confirmation from the Woodstock Community Center, the White Lily Community Center, Ferguson City Hall stepped up, as well as the county courthouse. And we got confirmation this morning that Mill Springs Museum is also now on board. So those are all locations that citizens can go to in the event we get a tornado watch. And I want to emphasize that's when you should be moving is in a watch status. Please don't move in warning. But those are places you can go if you're not feeling safe in your residence. And we are working on a location for Burnside to make sure we can take care of the southern part of the county. And I expect we'll probably have some answers there shortly. The new early warning system is up. RAVE is up and running. I checked the numbers this morning. We had a little over 2,039 people had self-enrolled, but the company themselves went out and requested public data, and so they added another 27,592 people. So now we're basically sitting at about 29,631 that are enrolled in the system, that will get these folks early warning for watches and warnings. So I'm very happy with that. I've had several conversations with them. I'm also in the process of getting the water companies back online so that they can do their boil water alerts. And I expect to have that done here in the next couple of days so that we're back to where we were on that. And then last thing I've got right now is the county EOP. I fully expect it to be out for review before the end of the week. It'll be the first time since 2020 that we actually had an EOP up and filed. It's going to go to all senior leadership, department heads, and I need it back in about 2 weeks so that I can go ahead and get it filed with the state and get us back in compliance. Any questions for me?
How's it look on getting the paperwork turned in?
I'm sorry, Mark, say that again, please.
How does it look for getting paperwork turned in for reimbursement by FEMA?
We're sitting right now, we've taken in just a little over 300,000 from FEMA. I've got about another 265,000 still outstanding. Right now, FEMA is shut down due to the federal closures. And so we've gotten several notices on that, basically saying stand by, stand by, stand by. But we'll go ahead and continue the paperwork. And when they reopen, I expect we'll get that money back.
So do we have, that first part was just for the flood, right? Are you still working on tornado stuff?
Okay, so the tornado stuff, I've got paperwork filed. I've got to get paperwork filed on it. But again, I'm in a pause mode right now. As fast as I can get it done, I expect we're going to get it done.
Okay.
And we do have a declaration filed for the ice storm as well, and it's sitting at FEMA. Last time I checked, Tennessee, Alabama, and Louisiana had gotten their declarations, and I'm waiting for Kentucky to get
So
ours.
do we so we don't have a federal declaration
We do
on
not
that
have a federal
yet?
declaration on the ice storm, but I expect that we should get it. I'm not going to say absolutely, but every other state in line with that ice storm got it. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't get it.
We still got trees falling all over the place from that ice storm.
And I'm worried, and I'm thinking about that too with the weather we got coming in tonight. So yeah, that's on my list. Anything else? Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Chris. Except for our road department, I'm going to ask Corey if he'll present the road list.
I'm not going to ask for any rocks, so,
That's two in a row, isn't it?
so we got
Isn't
that.
that two in a row?
Just need approval of the road list is all I'm looking for today, guys.
Motion approved. Road list.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw to approve the road list, second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on road list? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thanks, Corey. Next up will be a treasurer's report. Ms. Carissa.
I'm just looking for the approval of the March bill list, please.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Mr. Renshaw to approve the bill list, second by Mr. Turpin, I think. Yeah. Any discussion on the bill list? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Is there anything else to come before this body at this time? If not, I'm going to ask the court to go in executive session to discuss some
You said real estate
real estate.
and pending litigation or proposed litigation.
Yes.
So that's appropriate under KRS 61.810 subsections 1B and C.
Need a motion to go in executive session.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Strunk, second by Mr. Wilson. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? We'll be in executive session for a few moments. You're welcome to stay around, and we'll be out as soon as possible. motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Strunk to come out of executive session. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? We are now out of executive session into regular session of Pulaski County Fiscal Court. There was no action taken behind closed doors. I need a motion to adjourn.
Not yet.
All right, stand up.
Situation was brought to my attention. My apologies to the court for not talking about this when I was up here. As you know, you all have spent a significant amount of funding on the Emergency Operations Center, and we have one weakness that I had not considered, and that's if we lose our internet capability. If it goes down, we're going to lose our telephone, and our internet capability will be gone. So basically, you'll have a building that is operating deaf, dumb, and blind. And so the proposed solution there is to engage Starlink as a backup. It will cost about $50 a month. So a grand total of about $60 to $50 a year. And I would like the court to go ahead and entertain the possibility of me contracting that out and getting a Starlink system put on the Emergency Operations Center. With storm season coming, I don't want to find out that we don't have internet and telephones in probably the most important building in the county at that time.
Would this be a mobile system that we can use anywhere in the county if need be?
No, it's going to have to be attached to the building. We got a contractor to put it up for the ice storm temporarily in the event that we lost power or lost internet, but he pulled it back. It was his personal system. So no, it would have to be a permanent structure, permanent to that building. It could be moved if the building moves. In other words, everything
No, yeah, but I'm
everything that's
talking
in my
about-
building can be moved to a new facility if necessary.
I'm talking about having a mobile one that could be used in the event that we have a tornado go through. And Mount Victory needed, like during the tornado, we actually had a mobile unit out there during the tornado.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean that the EOC was out of power, but they were out of power. White
Understand.
Lily could be out of power. So instead of having, I know we got a process in place where we're going through a grant still for that, right? But having a mobile unit
Hey, Mark.
benefits the whole
Sheriff
county.
said that their office had a mobile unit that they could take around if they needed to. And I mean, about any of the Starlink, you can move it if you need to. So.
I just want to make sure that.
I can ask that question and I can see what's available, but I did want to bring it to the court because it's, again, with storm season coming, I don't want to get caught short.
But if it just costs us a few dollars more to have a mobile unit, I'd rather have a mobile unit.
I'll ask the question and see what the cost differential is and report back to you folks, but I do need permission to go ahead and engage the conversation, see what we need to do.
What did you say the price was per month?
Be $50 a month, probably plus tax, so 50, no, we're tax-free, so $62.50, if I got that right, 50 times 12.
Plus the setup,
$600.
plus the cost for the
And they save it.
equipment.
50
Saving much.
times 10 is 5,000, so, no, 500.
500.
I believe,
500, no.
I believe the
$600.
equipment is free right now. If you sign up for a year, they send you the equipment.
50 times 12, $600.
There you go.
It's minimal.
I say make a motion for $1,000 and hopefully we can get a mobile unit.
See what we can do with that.
Is that a
Motion.
motion? Mr. Renshaw makes a motion to allow $1,000 to be expended on Starlink. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That's it. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Wilson to adjourn, second by Mr. Renshaw. We'll stand adjourned.